Hey, welcome back to YNR Update. It's Paul. What a great weekend. I want to report to you guys that the YouTube site blew up. We had about 4,600 views for 5 videos, all within 5 or 6 days. That's amazing. I want to thank you all so much for the love and for the new subscribers and for sharing it. It's incredible. I want to jump right into what happened on this episode. A lot of people have saw teasers and they've been wondering what happened. I can tell you right now, it was quite the doozy. First of all, where we left off, Sharon was caught snooping into the bag with the computer, Austin's computer, and she was caught. So when confronted, initially she denied it, and but eventually it came out that Austin did interview her, and Sharon was terrified of what was going to come out. And there was talk, obviously, on the interview about Nick. She was trashing Nick. And then next we see Kevin and Mariah, and they're snooping around looking for Mariah's phone charger at Sharon's place. And Sharon ends up showing up. Now Kevin leaves, but not after reassuring Mariah that, because she's got insecurities as far as Abby goes. So Kevin reassures her that she's got more on the go than Abby does. They have a moment where they're about to kiss just before Sharon shows up. But when Sharon does show up, and Kevin leaves, Sharon starts getting into what happened. Now, everyone seems to be on Austin's tape. As the kids are trying to encrypt the other files, we find out Sharon is now in the thick of it. She has we see through flashbacks that she talks, and we see just a snippet about her, wanting Austin not to go forward with the tape. She ends up telling Mariah that she trashed Nick, his family. She even trashed Mariah on it, and she's desperate to get him not to get that tape out there. So much so that she tries to bribe him. It doesn't work. So she, tells Mariah she would have done anything to get him to stop. So it's starting to look like maybe she's a suspect. Then we see Vicky walking in on Stitch and Abby in an embrace. And yeah, she's suspicious. She has a lot of questions. But Stitch is really spinning it off, saying that he's trying to protect her. So, Vicky's still suspicious, and we sort of move on from there. So, Stitch and Abby get called into work by Ashley. So they show up to work, and after a while, we see Ashley going through a flashback, thinking of, from her affair with Stitch to the things he said. All of a sudden she has a lot of suspicions as far as Stitch goes, and then she looks over and she sees how close Stitch is with her daughter, which leads her to ask Stitch if she's actually sleeping with her daughter, and Stitch spins it all off, says nothing is going on, and that he's just looking out for her benefit. And with YNR, you've got to know, it's always on the teasers a lot of sizzle, a little substance. You all saw in the teaser Phyllis getting stabbed by Kelly, and everyone's thinking, let's see the showdown. So you get to see the showdown, but as always, it's a dream. And in fact, we find out, because Paul calls Jack, that Kelly has fled to Abu Dhabi, and then we find out after that she has given the police the slip over there, so she's on the lam. And then we see Victor show up, and he pays a visit to Phyllis and Jack. And he makes a weird proposal. He proposes to buy Jabot. And we know something's up. Not only do we know something's up, but Jack also knows something's up, and he knows Victor's trying to set him up. When we see Victor talking to Victoria, he's having her do some snooping on the company because he's looking for an Achilles heel, and he looks very, very sure that in no time he'll be able to walk in and take over Jabot. In fact, we know that's the reason why he's now given up on the fragrance that he stole. So we see Ashley come in with the fragrance, and it's now packaged, and she knows Victor's backed off, and she's now ready to launch it. So then we see Stitch again, and he's talking to Abby, and now he's trying to plant doubt in her mind about Victor. I mean, it's kind of stupid because Victor's her father, and Abby's not really buying it, but Stitch is working overtime to put doubt in her head and make him think that Victor could be behind her safety and all the stuff that's going on with Austin. So he's really working overtime on this one. And last we see Victor show up with a proposal to Jack to buy Jabot. Jack is not having any of it. He knows that the fix is in. And which leads me to Victor. Eric Braeden, what an actor. I mean, nobody else could pull this off. And, you know, I found a picture that I'm going to post. Actually, it's right up here. And I took this picture about 25 years ago of Eric Braeden. And the cool part of it is that I tweeted it. I put it on my Facebook page, which I'd like you to check out. The link is below. And I got a tweet back from Eric Braeden, which was amazing. And you can check it out here. He's an amazing guy. Nobody else could pull off this role. And I want to thank Eric Braeden for sending a shout out back to us. And I want to thank you all. And I'll catch you up on tomorrow's episode. Take care.